the Sea Otter exhibit. My name is Samine, and with me on exhibit today are two female otters. We have Joy cruising at the right-hand side of the exhibit, but closer to the center area. Now, Joy is an adult otter. She's going to be 14 years old this year, and she has a very blonde fur complexion, so she's pretty easy to tell apart from Kit. Kit is the otter swimming at the extreme right-hand side of the exhibit with the very dark fur complexion. Now, Kit is only 2 years of age, so she is what we call a sub-adult otter. That means that she's not a pup, but she's also not an adult. Because of her age, you'll find that she moves very quickly, and she's also very exploratory, so she may be a little bit more active than Joy. Now, both of these otters, as Keith mentioned, came to us as part of our Sea Otter Research and Conservation Program, or SORAC program for short. They were deemed non-releasable, and although we can't return them back to the wild, we can ensure that they have engaging lives here at the aquarium. And that's where these feeding and training sessions come in. Today we have a very fun feeding session for our otters. We have what's called a toy feed. That means our trainer, Hannah, here has stuffed some of their favorite foods into some of their favorite toys. And the otters are able to make the choice and see what toys they want to interact with during this feeding session. Now, the otters had 2 other feeding sessions today, and they did a lot of really fantastic behavioral training. They were very productive sessions from Hannah's training perspective. So she decided that for this last sea otter feeding today, she wanted to make it really fun for them as a reward. Now, of course, these otters are very active animals, and they burn a lot of calories, so they have to eat between 3 to 5 times every day. Otters in the wild are eating roughly a quarter of their body weight every single day. That means that if you're an adult otter weighing in at 40 pounds, you have to find 10 pounds of food to eat each and every day just to maintain your muscle layer. Because of this, otters do have a higher food requirement. Now, here at the aquarium, they do eat a little bit less because they aren't hunting or working quite so hard for that food. But a training session like this, where we are tossing food out and having the otters swim around to gather the food or gather the toys, is just a wonderful way to ensure that they're getting the exercise that they need. We have to remember we want to keep these animals physically stimulated, but mentally stimulated as well. So we do try to vary the days we care for them, vary the ways we care for them. And every single day we try to vary the training session or the feeding session just a little bit to keep them on their toes. Now, Hannah at this point is tossing food out to Kit, allowing her to exercise and swim around the exhibit. Looks like she's being tossed a big piece of clam there. Now, clam is the orange substance you're seeing being fed out, and that is the bulk of their diet. They also receive squid and shrimp, so you might see a few different items throughout the feeding session. Now, you'll see that Kit is spending a bit of time over by this hanging apparatus here in the middle portion of the exhibit. All this is a big toy for the otters. Essentially, it's something we call enrichment. Enrichment is anything we do to keep the otters active and stimulated. So enrichment might be an activity like diving after sunken toys, but it also might be an apparatus for them to play in. We do vary the different types of enrichment throughout the day. So if you come back throughout the day, you might see different things here within the exhibit. For example, right now we have some buckets and also some big synthetic kelp here on deck for the otters to work with. Now, Joy at this point is working on a big black Kong here at the center portion of the exhibit. You'll notice that she sometimes shakes that Kong to get some of the food out of it. She might also take the Kong and smack it against the window or smack it against the rock, and that is a very natural otter behavior. Otters are known to pound their food to crack it open, and in the wild they'll even use things like rocks and shells as tools. Now, otters eat invertebrates, or animals without backbones. So think of some of the animals you might see at our touch pools. Animals like clams, mussels, urchins, and abalone are all part of a sea otter's diet. Now, because those food items do have very hard exteriors, they frequently will use rocks and shells to crack them open and get to the meat that's inside. Here at the aquarium, we can't give them things like big jagged rocks to play with because you could imagine it would do quite a bit of damage to the exhibit. So instead we can give them rubber or plastic toys to interact with. That way we can stimulate some of these natural otter pounding and shaking behaviors, and at the same time their choice of tool doesn't jeopardize the exhibit quite so much. Now at this point it looks like we have Joy out on deck and she's working with some squid and also a few pieces of clam. Now while she's out on deck you can get a great look at just how long and streamlined she is. These otters are very well suited to their habitat, and in the ocean they're spending a lot of time diving and foraging for food. So it makes sense that you'd want to be very streamlined for living in that type of environment. Now, otters can dive down to close to 300 feet if they need to, although typically they find their food in the first 30 to 60 feet of the water column. Now, it looks like Kit is working with a toy over at the left-hand side of the window there by you folks. It looks like Hannah also tossed some food to her, so she's swimming around and collecting some of that food. Now, you might be wondering, well, why don't the otters eat their tank mates? Why don't they go after any of the fish also in this exhibit? And the answer is this species of otter actually does not eat fish. They only eat those invertebrates. So their tank mates are perfectly safe. Now you might also be wondering where our other sea otters are. We do have 5 exhibit otters here at the aquarium and only 2 of them on exhibit today. Typically, at least 1 or 2 of them are behind the scenes acting as surrogate otters or acting as companions to animals that we have here being rehabilitated, as Keith spoke to earlier. So keep that in mind. If you ever come by and you don't see all of our exhibit otters here, keep in mind that some of them are typically acting as companions working with those rehab animals. Now, if you're looking for ways to help California sea otters and you love them as much as we do, there's a very simple thing you can do to help them this tax season. If you're a California state resident and you have that 540 tax form, you can choose to donate any portion of your tax return to the California Sea Otter Fund. Those monies go to directly help research and conservation projects all along our state, and that of course helps directly support these animals in the wild. So it's a very easy thing you can do, and you can donate anything from $1 on up. Whatever you can give really does help make this research possible. So at this point, we want to thank you so much for joining us for our sea otter feeding and training session here today. If you do have any questions or you'd like more information about that tax form, again, my name is Samine, and I will be out there with Keith at the top level of the exhibit in just a moment. Thank you again, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.